Green roofs are not just an upgrade, they're a revolution. They cool our cities, fight floods, and clean our air. But why are our rooftops still wasted space? And what if the secret to a healthier, more livable city is right above our heads? Welcome to the future of urban landscapes, where every roof has the power to transform our world. Green roofs are changing the game, and not just because they look cool. These plant-covered rooftops do more than just sit there looking pretty. They tackle some of the biggest environmental headaches in cities today. Rising temperatures? Check. Flooding? Check. Air pollution? Yep, they help with that too. Cities are getting hotter thanks to all the concrete, asphalt, and glass absorbing and trapping heat, creating what's known as the urban heat island effect. But green roofs work like nature's air conditioner, cooling buildings and entire neighborhoods by absorbing less heat and releasing moisture into the air. The result? Lower temperatures, reduced energy use, and a city that feels less like a giant toaster oven in the summer. But wait, there's more. When it rains, cities become a splash zone nobody signed up for. Water rushes off hard surfaces, overwhelms drains, and leads to flash floods. Green roofs act like giant sponges, soaking up rainwater, slowing it down, and preventing sewer systems from getting overwhelmed. That means less flooding, less water pollution, and fewer costly repairs for city infrastructure. And let's not forget about air quality. Green roofs filter out pollutants, making city air cleaner and healthier to breathe. They also create mini ecosystems, giving birds, bees, and other pollinators a much-needed home in the middle of all the concrete and steel. Some cities are already taking action, requiring new buildings to include green roofs or offering financial incentives to encourage installation. And while concerns about cost and maintenance exist, advancements in green roof technology are making them lighter, cheaper, and easier to maintain than ever before. Around the world, places like Singapore and Stuttgart are proving that green roofs aren't just a luxury, they're the future. The bottom line? You step outside on a hot summer day, and the city feels like an open-air sauna. That's because all the concrete, glass, and asphalt around you are absorbing and radiating heat, turning urban areas into heat islands. But green roofs? They're like the chill friend who brings balance to the group. Instead of trapping heat, they reflect sunlight, absorb less warmth, and, through a fancy process called evapotranspiration, release moisture into the air, naturally cooling their surroundings. The impact isn't just limited to one building. When enough green roofs pop up, they help bring down temperatures across entire neighborhoods. And the benefits don't stop there. Green roofs also make life easier for our transportation networks. Asphalt roads get softer and more damaged in extreme heat, rail tracks expand and warp, and transit systems struggle to keep up with cooling demands. By lowering surrounding temperatures, green roofs help reduce these issues, making urban infrastructure more resilient. Plus, ever waited at a scorching hot bus stop with no shade? Imagine if transit stations and bus shelters had green roofs. Suddenly, waiting for your ride becomes way less miserable. But cooling isn't the only trick up green roof sleeves. They're also rainwater ninjas. In cities, rain doesn't have a soft place to land. It hits pavement, rushes into drains, and can cause flash floods when storm systems can't keep up. Green roofs change the game by absorbing water, slowing it down, and releasing it gradually, reducing the risk of sewer overflows and water pollution. This is especially important in older cities where drainage infrastructure wasn't exactly built to handle the kind of storms we see today. And beyond just preventing floods, green roofs help keep city budgets in check. Think about it. Less runoff means less strain on stormwater systems, which means fewer expensive upgrades and repairs. Property owners benefit too. Buildings with green roofs often qualify for lower runoff fees, experience fewer roof repairs thanks to added protection from the elements, and see reduced cooling costs. So while installation might seem pricey up front, the long-term savings make it a smart investment. Now let's talk about the air we breathe. Cities aren't exactly known for fresh mountain air, but green roofs help clean things up. Their plants trap dust, filter pollutants, and even capture carbon dioxide, making urban air a little less toxic. Birds, bees, and butterflies struggle to find food and shelter in cities, but green roofs create much-needed habitats. In fact, some species depend on these urban oases to survive migration routes or to find a safe place to nest. So not only do green roofs help keep the air cleaner, but they also bring a little more life back into the concrete jungle. Of course, for green roofs to really take off, cities need policies that support them. Some places are already ahead of the game. Toronto, for example, requires new buildings over a certain size to have green roofs. Other cities like Chicago and New York offer financial incentives to encourage installation. Now, are green roofs perfect? Not exactly. They come with challenges, namely cost and maintenance. Installing a green roof isn't as simple as rolling out a lawn on top of a building. Older structures might need reinforcements to handle the extra weight, and once installed, green roofs require some upkeep. Think watering, weeding, and general care to keep plants healthy. But here's the good news. New green roof technology is making them lighter, easier to maintain, and more affordable. Some cities are even experimenting with low-maintenance versions that require minimal irrigation and still offer huge environmental benefits. Want proof that green roofs can transform cities? Just look at places that have already embraced them. Singapore is basically the poster child for rooftop greenery, integrating lush plant life into its buildings and proving that urban landscapes don't have to be lifeless concrete blocks. Germany has been pushing green roof policies for decades, and Stuttgart, in particular, has made them a key part of its urban planning. These success stories show that with the right incentives and policies, green roofs can become a standard feature in cities worldwide. Green roofs provide a simple, effective, and proven way to cool cities, manage stormwater, clean the air, and improve overall quality of life. If more cities prioritize green roof initiatives, we're looking at a future with healthier, more sustainable, and more livable urban spaces. I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. Should green roofs be mandatory in all new buildings? Let me know what you think. You can support us by subscribing if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.